listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last session on The Nasty Table.
Captain Thornton at State Patrol, as it is to hand the case off to us. Officially, Davy Jones can't start an autopsy. Break rank a little bit and give us some preliminary on the body. Bobby's military history. Investigative thinks those documents are fake.
Do you not get it? Do you not fucking get it? And there is a possibility, you can't deny, that he is the one that killed this girl.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Why? I hope you understand that there's something that's really making me apprehensive.
Me, you, or you. And that's it. With me trying to do what I'm trying to do. That's why I was like I want to one shot, but I'm gonna call it at least 5 sessions, because you can never call a one shot. It's just not gonna be one.
D&D you can.
It's so hard though.
D&D is super easy to do.
Still, I mean, but again,
small
Delta Green,
combat,
you're trying to
big combat.
You're trying to tell a story. So
I know. I didn't know how to do it then. I know how to do it now.
You know what I mean?
He had us here till 5 in the morning
it's
for one
so,
one
yeah,
shot.
right. It's so hard to say
one shot. It was me, it was me, Alex, and Paul.
Right. So my point made exactly. It's very hard to say
Poetic.
this is gonna take this long. It just goes a certain way. So who knows? When I decide, I'm gonna tell people, oh, it's gonna be a 5 shot. It's gonna end up being a fucking 10 shot, 15 shot. Who knows? Anyways,
I don't know.
it's just hard with
Look,
D&D
at the end of the
or any
day,
tabletop game.
if we're all having fun, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we're chilling.
I don't give a fuck. And I've said this time and time again. What makes me, I like to think I'm a good DM, is that I have fun when you guys have fun. I know what is fun and I know what isn't. Sometimes I don't know what's not fun, and sometimes I don't know what is fun. So if you guys are having fun, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Again, we said it sessions and sessions ago. You guys were like, oh, well, if we all came up with a big conspiracy, he had no choice but to move it in that direction to play towards that. If it's aliens or whatever, I would have a fucking blast if you guys were having fun. I don't care. If we sit down at this table and by the end of it, everyone looks at me and says, that was a great fucking session. That was a great fucking session. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Regardless. Everybody good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Could I please have a recap of the last session?
Usually.
And then I just have to rush through getting ready.
I've evolved into a 2 snooze.
When I worked that early, though,
7 snoozes. I need to put a ton of alarms. Now it's 2.
I've kind of realized that I think snooze is the devil, so I've disabled snooze on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
So I set the alarm 30 minutes before I should get out of bed, so I can at least sit up and drink a little bit of water on my end table and browse Instagram for 30 minutes before I have to get out, instead of just snoozing and snoozing and snoozing.
That's
and
probably
kind of the same thing, but when I have to be at work at 5:30 and I have to leave my house at 5:20, I wake up, I set my alarm for 5, and I wake up and I'm like, I can't snooze. I gotta get up right now. I gotta brush my teeth.
Dude, the funniest,
I gotta put clothes on.
The funniest fucking thing was 3-4 weeks ago. Will invites us over for Vinny's birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll go. I got work at I gotta be up at 7 in the morning. I gotta get to work. He's like, oh, we'll just stop by. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna come. And then Nick's like, please don't make me go to this alone. And I'm like, all right, fine, we'll go. We go out, and I'm like, all right, we're stopping in, having a couple beers, and then we'll get home at a good hour. We're out until we're there for until 2 o'clock in the morning.
All right, we wouldn't have been out late if it wasn't for you, because everyone was like, oh, we're going to Landmark, and you were like, you want to go to Landmark? And I'm like, do you want to go to Landmark? And you're like, well, if you want to go, and I'm like, if you want to go to Landmark, we're going to go to Landmark. So we went to Landmark.
So we went, and anyway, so what happened was I got home shit-faced. I'm wasted. I got work in 4 hours, fucked up. So I set my alarm, and I wake up to a voicemail from my boss. I have to be in at like 7 and it's like 11. And he's like, oh, actually, hold on, wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the voicemail. It's so funny.
Hey, Joe.
Well, hey, Joe. Good morning. It is 8:40 a.m. on Saturday, April 22nd. And wondering where you are. Wondering if everything's okay. Are you coming in today? Or what's going on? So let me know. Thanks.
He sounds like a nice fucking guy.
He's the best.
He
He's
sounds.
the best.
He
He's
really
the
does
best.
that.
He's the best.
The way he said that, it was like if you hit him up and you're like, yeah, I'm not coming in, he would have been like, all right.
That's dude.
You know what I mean?
So I roll in like way late, and he's just like, "Well, what happened?" And actually, I forgot about this part. The second I got that voicemail, I immediately texted him. I said, "Oops," just "oops." All I said was "oops," and I walk in, and this was like 30 minutes after I sent the text, and he's like, "Oops." It's like, what happened? And I was like, I slept in, I missed my alarm, blah, blah, blah. And it was so funny because afterwards we're sitting there and it's like me, him, and another guy. And the other guy's like, well, we all got to laugh out of it, the oops, this and that. But, you forget your alarm, you sleep in, whatever. It's not like you were like out drinking and like fucking missed it because you were drunk. And I was like, I like gave him a side eye. I was like, oh. Anyway, yeah, that's just funny. Oops. Okay. So, with 3 members of the VCU at Ray's Double Wide and 1 driving, presumably home, the case still looms, and with new details from the investigative unit in the daytime emerging, I ask you for what would you like to do? Starting with Caleb, you have left. Where are you heading?
I am headed home.
Heading home. You drive home, and the drive home is fairly short. Pull into your main street, and you see that your wife's car is now in the driveway.
Yeah, head inside.
Head inside. Looks like she's carrying in grocery bags, just finishing. She looks back towards you.
I give her a hand, and I'm putting my arm through like 5 of those motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because I want to know how I'm strong.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm really fucking strong. Yeah.
Right, babe.
Wrong. I got guns. Guns on my arms.
You approach her, take some bags from her hands, and she gives you a kiss on the cheek, and she looks at you and says, "Where'd you go this morning?"
This tough case working on. Just thought I'd file a couple leads when it's actually bright out.
What happened to the foot of the bed?
You'll never believe this. So 2 nights ago, I'm laying in bed. I go to bed after the shift, right? Like I always do. You will never guess where I ended up.
Where?
On the floor! I rolled right out of bed. So you know what I thought I'd do? I thought I'd tie my ankle up. Keep me locked in. Guess where I ended up this morning?
Where?
On the floor! It happened to me again. Crazy, right? Must be tossing and turning in my sleep.
How'd the bedpost get broken?
I guess I rolled so hard off. I had my ankle tied
Roll
to it.
persuade.
Oh my god. 8 on an 80.
Well, if you say so.
Yeah, maybe you should just, yeah, be careful.
Are you gonna fix the bedpost? Yeah, it's my grandmother's bed.
Yeah, I think we have some wood glue in the garage.
Okay. And the mulch, is that today, tomorrow?
Actually, I might be getting put on day shift, so,
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
Change of pace.
Caleb, that would be so nice to be on the same hours.
Yeah, what?
I'm worried about you. You seem distant lately, baby.
Distant, I'm fine.
You say that, but I know you. You seem shaken up. Whatever this case is, if you want to talk about it, I'm all ears. I want you to know that, seriously.
Nah, thanks.
You're what?
I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I'm gonna take Mom to Bible study tonight. So you have some time to yourself.
Okay, good. And you'll be home tonight for dinner?
Yeah, I'll be here. She's usually there an hour and a half.
All right, it's pot roast. They had it on sale, so.
Sounds delicious.
So you take your mother to Bible study?
The debate in my head was whether I wanted to try to seduce Joe in that moment.
I'm here for it.
I would have gotten you so easily.
I want you to see me as a mirror. Take the form of whatever you want. You take your mother to Bible study?
Yeah. Drop her off. Wait in the car. While she's in there. Usually, yeah.
It's like at a community center or something like that?
No, we have a church.
Oh, at church?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Monday night it's an elderly Bible study. They have a different one every night, and she likes the one on Monday.
And your mother complains about your wife on like the whole drive over about how she doesn't fold socks right and puts the cutlery on the table in the wrong order and shit like that.
The damn harlot. Oh.
Real attentive, very, yeah, agreeable. What she wants to hear.
There is one thing that she says before you drop her off, though. She says, "Have you visited your father's grave lately? I was thinking about bringing flowers up there."
Do that 8.5 hour drive alone?
Well, I was going to ask if you wanted to go maybe sometime in the next month or so.
How about the next time I have off?
That'd be nice.
Get the fuck out of my car!
She gets out of the car. Heads to Bible study. Do you wait for her until she's done?
Yeah.
It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, but I'm gonna crank that seat back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to take a nap.
Take some Z's.
Mm-hmm.
Her frail old body gets crushed going 240 miles an hour.
So aggressively. Like, get the fuck
Joe was just staring at me. I didn't know what he wanted me to say.
It just. I was trying to look into your soul. You just hit the fucking break the sound barrier driving to Ann Arbor. Just your fucking face is like flopping back.
Say hi to Dad!
Oh my god.
Anyway. So, flipping back to our other VCU members, what are you guys doing? Still in Ray's double wide, or on the property at least?
What time is it?
At this point, we're rounding about like 3:15, 3:30.
Alright. I say, well, check the time. I should be getting back. April should be done school soon, so.
What you doing?
I'll clean up out here. I'd take Sarge for a nice long walk. Get some fresh air. Enjoy the daylight while we got it. Rest up. I mean, if you ain't doing nothing, you could join me on a little walk with my boy, but not gonna be doing much else.
No, I'll get out of here.
All right. Thanks for coming over, boys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
What's shifts looking like? Well,
What time do you want to go?
one,
I'll
1, 2, or 3.
3.
2.
All right.
Alright. If you ever want to bring your dog to my farm, it's got a lot of room to run. A lot of leg room over there.
All right. I'll take you up on that.
Sure.
Next couple days.
Cool. Start walking away.
Yeah, same.
And as I'm walking out, I kind of shout over, I'm going to talk to the lieutenant about the day shift.
Whatever you say, Sarge.
Get in the car. Go home.
Same.
So, how do you guys spend the rest of your day?
I go home. April, comes back from school, presumably.
Yeah, she puts her book bag near the door and just walks right upstairs and doesn't say anything to you.
I clean up after her like lunch and shit, like her lunchbox, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken's good.
Chicken is chicken.
All right.
Georgie is living his best life.
Nice. Yeah, just go out, check on Caper. How's Caper doing?
So, monitoring his injury, it seems like he is recovering the best he can after only one day. Not putting a lot of pressure on that hoof, but it's not
Okay.
splinted up. Doesn't have to be. So,
Yeah. Yeah, brush them, take care of them. Just really tend to the farm until, I'd say, about dinner time. April, dinner time.
she doesn't come down.
No?
No.
Shit. Alright. I got like a nice rice and beans cooking. Little salmon, like, supermarket salmon. I take it up and I knock on her door.
She opens it, and you can see her.
I'm holding a plate. I'm holding a plate, like the plate that I made. I'm like, you can eat it in your room if you want.
She grabs it and closes the door. And you're met face to face with the door.
I give it a knock and I'm like, can we talk?
No.
All right, just make sure you get your homework done. Walk back downstairs and I eat by myself. And I take a nap until it's nighttime.
Taking a nap, backdropped with the clucking and gentle pecks of a chicken. Jerry, what are you doing?
I go home. My wife's home. And I start making dinner.
Okay.
I'm making burgers.
Burgers
Mm.
on a grill?
Yeah.
Toasted buns?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I'm going crazy.
So spending the day just basically lounging around the house.
Yeah.
Anything else that you do of note or particularly?
Call mom and dad.
About what time?
What time is it?
After dinner?
Yeah.
Like 6.
Yeah, like 6.
Give him a phone call. Rings once, twice. Flores residence. It's your mother's voice.
Hey, Mom, how you doing?
Jerry, how are you, sweetheart? Dad said that you called a day or two ago.
I did, yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, baby. I'm good.
Yeah, I just haven't talked to you in a while. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit. It's been stressful over here.
Yeah, news said that you guys got snow up there.
Oh, yeah, so much snow. It's so cold. I honestly, I hate it,
I
but
wish you would come back down. It's nice and warm down here.
I'm so close to doing that, Mom. I really am.
What's going on?
It's just rough up here. We got a weird case right now. There's kids involved.
Doing what?
Nothing. I can't go into it, but it's just disturbing. It's been hard.
Well, if you ever need a break, you know that your bedroom still has, all your posters on the wall and all that stuff.
I might soon. I really might. Anyways, I just wanted to talk to you real quick and just wanted to hear your voice,
Yeah. Well, anytime, I don't work anymore and Dad basically just works on his bike all day, but we're here.
How's everything over there? You guys safe?
Yeah. Yeah, we're great.
You sure?
What do you mean?
You guys are good?
Yeah.
Hang up.
You hang up?
Yep.
Click. Ray, what are you doing?
When everyone leaves, I clean up. Get all the targets, clean up all the shells and everything.
Yep.
I go inside. I get some food for Sarge and myself. Make us up a nice like dinner-sized meal, even though it's late lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna drive afterwards. Get in my truck with Sarge. Grab a little old tennis ball, and drive out to, I'd say, like a trailhead farther away from town.
Okay. Yeah.
That I would know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna walk that until a little before the sun goes down. So good couple hours, just clear my head, enjoying nature.
Okay.
Playing fetch with the boy.
Nice. So, Caleb, after your mother's done Bible study, how do you spend the rest of your night?
trying to get back to some form of normalcy. Well, I think in the back of my mind, knowing that that's almost impossible. But sitting down, having a meal, engaging in conversation, trying to stay overly positive in any interaction I have. And at this point, because were we talking about if we're switching to the day shift being there tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Trying to get to bed around like, well, what time does day shift come? 7?
7, yeah.
Yeah, trying to get to bed, I guess, around like 9 to 9:30.
Any precautions?
No, I'm sleeping next to my wife, normal night.
She's in bed, kind of reading a book, and she says, "Did you find that wood glue?"
You know what? Didn't have any. I'll go out tomorrow and get some.
Okay. All right. You okay?
Think I might be.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, me too. I shut off the light. Put an arm around her as I fall asleep.
You kind of go to put your arm around her, and before your hand touches her, her hand reaches out and puts one around you. Kind of pull her close. It feels good. This search for normalcy. All these moments that have kind of added up and weighed down on you, kind of, for a moment, anchored. You fall asleep. And I'd like to ask you to leave the table. Alright, so who's fucking Caleb's wife? Huh? No. Huh?
No, that's my wife.
Sun sets. What do you guys do?
I wait until my shift.
Who's got first shift?
I have first shift, so, when the sun starts to set, I get in my truck, drive back to the house. I want to put together a disguise now, at my closet. Just something at first glance you wouldn't think. Oh, I mean, I know in my truck, obviously, but if I was seen
Out of the car and
Yeah.
in person.
yeah,
Not to be seen by who?
well,
Who
so
is the victim of this fraud? Who are you trying to deceive? General population, to be, if a person saw you and was asked if they saw you, they couldn't point out you, or a specific person? Are you trying to disguise yourself from what Caleb sees in you? Because it's like two sides of the spectrum. Are you trying to look super generic so you can't be pointed down?
Okay,
or do
I
you wanna
guess
look...
you would say Caleb, but it's for Caleb, the police. But like Caleb's at a tier. It's for the ultimate protect.
Yeah, so you are
ultimate
trying to
disguise.
look very different than what you look. You're not trying to look generic so you can't be pinned
Yes.
down. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, and your disguise is 70, correct?
Yes.
So go ahead and roll disguise for me.
16.
Yeah, so you're able to piece together different pieces from your outfit, from your different pieces from your wardrobe, and bits and pieces here, and maybe even like you put on a little bit of concealer on your top lip or some shit. I don't know, but you look very different than the Ray Hoyt that we have come to know.
Yeah, I imagine I got a pair of false glasses that makes me look like I got really shitty vision, makes my eyes look way bigger.
Coke bottle glasses?
Like Bubbles
Yeah.
from Trailer Park Boys.
You looking like Bubs?
Jesus! It's a kitty, Ricky. You never run over a kitty. Jeez.
Yeah, but and then I head out in my truck, and I bring Sarge with me.
Okay.
We know where his address is, right? We communicated all this. I'm pulling up. I'm doing a drive-by first.
Mm-hmm.
At a normal speed, barely even slowing down.
2 cars in the driveway. One you recognize as Caleb's car.
Yep. And then I'm parking. Well, first, is it in a development?
It's on a main road,
Okay.
but there's shoulders.
Yeah. There's no other roads that are turning off the road nearby, roads parallel, like you know what I mean, like near it that I could be on another road and kind of have.
Oh yeah. You can, so you can like turn.
I want to be relatively far away.
Yeah, you can.
In eyesight.
You can turn up the road where there's like a cross section, like a intersection, and be on the opposite side there. Still have a decent view, but I mean, we're talking like 20 cars away. You can go even more than that if you'd like.
No, I'll take 20. That's fine. Yeah, I got like a good truck, but it's not like a fucking massive. It's a truck. It's a pickup.
Post it up, keeping an eye out. Anything specific that you do other than keeping watch?
Where's this place at? Like, as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about where this is in relative to, you know, like things we've been doing.
I gotta go find out.
So, whatever.
So, Caleb lives on the northwest outskirts of the town.
All right, yeah. Well, seems pretty, you know, he's not in the heart of everything. Huh?
Yeah.
So, I'm just looking out for him, but I'm also looking in my mirrors and everything. And
Yep.
I am, you know, I'm looking for people. Someone might see me.
Roll alertness.
85 on a 67.
You don't notice either of the cars pull out of the driveway during your shift. You don't notice any suspicious activity during your shift. Nobody moving around or anything like that.
So I wait 2.5 hours, and then at that point, I start. I would say I move my car.
Mm-hmm.
And can I find a similar kind of deal, like another street.
Yeah.
And I'm moving my car just so now there's some movement, you know, at our shift change time. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep an eye out for someone coming.
Yeah. Who's second shift?
Roy.
Okay.
At 2.5 hours in, I pull up. And I do like a loop around the block looking for race truck.
Yeah, and you spot it.
Nice. I kind of just pull up. I'm in my personal car. Pull up and I roll my window down. And I'm like, anything?
Didn't see anything.
All right.
And I kind of tip my glasses down my bridge of my nose. See my eyes get smaller. I think I might pull up tomorrow in the press conference in this here get up. Snoop around, see if there's anyone there gathering some information. On the other side.
I like it. I also like the get up. Look a little bit smarter. Just a little bit.
I imagine he looks like Curtis Collins' picture that we have for him.
Get up. It's beautiful.
Just like with the big fucking glasses.
Yeah. And I'd pull up. I'd say at about 20 car length, 100 feet from the house. Same deal. Watching for other cars or other even pedestrians, but targeting focus at the house.
Okay. Roll alertness. And Ray, do you go home?
What time is it? Well,
maybe like
3 hours after dark.
Yeah, so looking at like sunsets in the wintertime, maybe around like 5:36 in January, maybe closer to 5:30, so it's like 9 o'clock.
I take a nice long drive home. Like an hour.
Okay.
20 on a 60.
Okay.
I was actually going to say, I guess we didn't establish it, but I wanted it to be like well after dinner we start the shifts and then the 2.0 intervals, so that maybe it's like 6:30 in the morning by the time we're done here. Because if we're only doing 2.5 hour shifts by the time you're done, Jerry, it will be like not even midnight, about midnight.
We can retcon that and say that your shifts are a little bit longer.
Okay.
So say it's like 4-hour shifts instead,
Sure.
starting at 6:30. So 10:30, 12:30, 5:30. You know,
Yeah. I'm
something
cool
like
with
that. You know,
Yeah.
extending it out to that point in time. Yeah,
Sure.
it's fine.
20 on a 60.
20 on a 60. Ray leaves. You sit up, and you're out there for a while. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. You see movement. A figure opens the door to Caleb's house and steps outside.
Okay. Do I have a good sight on this figure?
100 feet. It's just a figure.
Okay, I'll wait and watch this silhouette move.
Steps out a little bit onto the porch, goes back inside, and then you see the floodlights for the front lawn kick on. Comes out, now illuminated. You can see Caleb.
Okay.
He stands around, looks on the lawn. He's in his pajamas. Walks over to some bushes, grabs something, looks around again, goes back inside. The door closes. The lights turn off.
Okay. I don't do anything. I let it happen.
Couple minutes pass. No movement. Another hour goes by. No movement. Your shift ends.
Mhm.
Nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wait for Jerry to pull up.
Jerry pulls up.
Okay, I'll pull up.
Jerry, pull up.
What do you do?
I roll my window down as I see you pull up, and I'm like just looking over, waiting for you to pull up to my car.
Tired as fuck. I'm like, anything?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He turned on his porch lights, walked across the street.
Nope.
Just to the other end of the lawn.
Yep.
He walked
His bushes.
across his lawn, grabbed something from his bushes, and then walked back in and turned the lights off.
What, was it big? Did you see it?
I was too far.
Okay.
Gotta bring binoculars next time.
Anywhere closer I can be while still being hidden?
As close as you want to be is up to you.
I get like a little bit close. Just a little bit close.
70 feet instead of 100? Or closer than
Yeah,
that?
70. That's
Okay.
good.
I take off. Good luck. Take off.
75. So, keep it safe.
70. 70. 70.
Okay, so you're 6 inches from his front porch. Car on.
I want to stand.
Sardine
I want
him.
to.
Sardine him.
I want to stand right in front of the front door. Just
You walk in, you
look
get
at
in
it.
bed with him.
yeah.
Hi, Caleb.
Roll alertness.
What do I got over there?
30.
33 on a 63.
Whoa.
Critical success.
He pulls up way closer.
Because you are close enough, you have a good view, and actually you notice that one of his curtains is drawn, and you can see very slightly, not into it, but you can at least see if there's any light. And you notice that as your shift goes on, there's no movement outside the house, and there's also no movement inside the house either. At least for this, you imagine it would probably be where his dining room is positioned. No lights go on, no movement happens, no curtains get drawn. You feel very wired and very, tuned in, keeping an eye out. And your shift ends. It's about 6:15.
My watch has ended.
And when do we go to work?
7 o'clock, allegedly.
Okay. Fuck. Well, I go and I get a coffee and a sandwich, and I get my ass to work.
All right. Michael! Dinner's ready.
Michael.
So what time does everyone get up?
Caleb doesn't wake up. We killed him.
Rip. I get up at about 5:30 in the morning, Roy, and same deal. I get I'll get lunch ready for April, not breakfast, just because I'm heading out a little earlier today. And then head out to work.
I'm waking up at like 6:30.
Okay. Jerry?
I've been up and I just went to go to a coffee shop and
Right,
go
that's
right to
right.
work after.
Yes. Caleb, did you set an alarm or anything like that?
I'm thinking internal clock, probably about 8 hours. Fell asleep 9:30. That puts me 5:36ish, right?
You awake, sunlight on your face, in your bed. A moment of relief. Turn over and your wife is still in bed with you. And you notice there's something in your hands.
What's in my hands, Joey?
The broken bedpost, with a rope still tied around it.
Weird. I get out of bed.
Okay.
I don't wake my wife up while I'm
No.
rolling out of bed. 6:30. She's probably getting up soon anyway. Around 6. Don't want to wake my mom up. Just make a pot of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Get
What do
ready
you
for the
What do you
day.
do with the bedpost?
Um,
As you look it over, you can see that it is snapped. The rope is still tied around it, but the part that seemed to have connected to your ankle, the loop is frayed.
frayed in like something would have cut it off.
It seems, if you take the time to actually look at it, something may have begun to cut it off, and then it was kind of like spread open in a way that probably got your ankle out of it.
I untie the other end.
Okay.
And throw that rope in the trash. Put the end of the bedpost on the kitchen counter while I make the coffee.
Mm-hmm. Make a pot of coffee.
While it's brewing, I want to check if I actually have wood glue in my garage.
Roll luck.
91 out of 45.
No shot.
No, I gotta go get some later.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said anyway. And then I want to bring that cup of coffee into my wife.
Mm-hmm. And she kind of heard you beginning the processes of your morning, so she's kind of sitting up and sees you as you walk in. She gives you a smile. How'd you sleep?
Really well.
And that's where we're going to pick up next session.
I slept so well.
Did I sleep well, guys? Come on, you guys can tell me. You guys can definitely just tell me everything.
Thanks for listening to this episode of LFVCU, a Nasty Table production.